Here we are again. One of these days, we're gonna startle some homeless people. I just know it. There's an area in here. The people come down. They've cleared out a little area. They got something hanging up over there, a shirt or something. This is where I found the bicycle was right here. Could belong to them. Looks like a shirt. There's other stuff around. But I don't see any people cooking. You know, camping, campfire, cooking some food. Don't see much of that. Must be, I bet you that most of the homeless people are eating fast food nowadays. They probably don't bother cooking anything anymore, is my guess. So let's go back today and revisit let's get back on track here, and revisit the Patterson-Gimlin film. Okay, first of all, I don't think it was a Bigfoot. Basically, my first thought always was it was a man in a suit, because it looked more like a man in a suit than it looked like a wild creature. I'm guessing, I could look at a gorilla in the wild, a chimpanzee in the wild. Patty has a very odd shape. She has an odd shape, in other words, that somebody put a suit on and tried to imitate a wild creature. A bear doesn't look like that. Even a big bear, the legs are thinner. It's just, the proportions are all weird. And I think the reason they're weird is because it's somebody wearing a suit. And they are padded in areas that just make it look really odd. But let's just say Patty's real. And now 50 years has gone by, and they gift me trash all along here. And now they had a little gathering, and they charged money to come and see Bob, and Bob was going to be there, and some bullshit happened, and they told him to sit down and shut up or something, and he was pissed because he didn't get to speak. And like somebody else mentioned, what the hell happened with Patterson? Gimlin's still around, so we give him a lot of attention, but what about Patterson? It was all his idea, to get a camera and go out where there had been some sightings and try and get some footage. Not to mention that he was making a movie about it. Would have been some good publicity if they had found one. Oh, look, they found one. That's pretty lucky, I'd say. They were. So, I think the tree house is over here somewhere. Cool tree house. So, my other thoughts that I always get on this whole thing is how people somehow believe that Sasquatch should think like people. Like, people are interested in the movie. People were interested in the whole mythical creature. But why would... There it is. There's the tree house. It's pretty cool. I don't know who built it. Did a nice job. So, back to the whole idea of why would Bigfoot think like people? The people and chimpanzees and I guess apes probably have similar thought patterns and things like that, and they, you know, are have, you know, they're interested in things. They have a need to eat and hunt, you know, and they have a curiosity. And it looks like they, you know, enjoy things and they do certain things other animals do. But it doesn't necessarily mean they absolutely think like humans do. So my thought is when someone, and one of these days, we're going to find this guy and we're going to question him like he's never been questioned. It's a guy that claims he's, you know, communicates with Bigfoot, mind speaks with them, and all these other followers of his and people that know him, you know, a lot of them believe him and they just follow him and actually, you know, think he's telling the truth. And one of these days we're going to find out, because I mean, I don't really think he is, and you can tell, and how I try and point out how these people will give Bigfoot and things like this a alternate type. Where's my gifting area? It was around here somewhere. Wow, there's something in there. I can see it right in there. I don't know if it's a person, or if it's just some. Oh no, it's a person. It's a little homeless encampment in there, and they're moving. That's pretty cool. Oh, found one. So, in other words, when we go back to the Patty story of Patty's son communicated to someone that Patty was still alive, and why did someone even ask this one Bigfoot if they happened to know Patty? Why would the Bigfoot know that it was Patty? Why would the son of a Bigfoot from 50 years ago know that his mother had walked past two cowboys with a black box 50 years ago? Okay? Now let's go with the theory that, well, Bigfoot knew it was a camera, and she knew that. Why would she even care that this was a film and this was shown to other human beings and they all watched it and wondered whether it was real for 50 years? Why would some intelligent creature give two shits about that? They wouldn't. That's the answer. They wouldn't. But if you want to make it all interesting, then she has to be interested in what the humans were doing for this 50 years. And it's just bullshit. She would look at it and think, wow, these humans are really stupid. They had this film for 50 years and they couldn't prove anything. That's, you know, not really scientific or logical. But that's how people think that, you know, somehow Patty would be interested and think she's some kind of superstar or celebrity, you know. And why wouldn't they come forth and straighten all that out? Why would they just let it go to being an interesting thing? Why would, you know what I'm saying? You understand? Can you get this? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Why would a highly intelligent creature that could see and read minds of all these other people even be interested in such a stupid thing? In a thing that you aren't able to read minds and do things with. In other words, the normal world. I don't know. It's just hilarious. There's another bicycle. There's a bicycle over there. Another bicycle. Bigfoot has gifted me a bicycle just when I thought it was over. There it is. I think that's Jimber Giant's bike. Jim! Jim, we found your bike. Dude. So, that's it for today. So you think about it, people. Why would Bigfoot have any interest in people whatsoever? Why would they follow this story for 50 years somehow in the news with their superpowers? And then this guy comes along who wants all the attention, who basically does nothing else in his life. And he gets great attention from these other people with his psychic Bigfoot abilities. Happens to find the Bigfoot that is Patty's son. And Patty's son knows it. And then this guy, Bob Gimlin, who actually saw the real one, filmed one with Roger Patterson, believes him. That's another good one right there. Now, I mean, I can just see these guys sitting around talking at the campfire. But, oh well. I think we're done for now on this one. Over and out.